Alright, let's take a look at the Micronauts, the original Marvel Years Omnibus Volume 3, which is the conclusion of these omnibuses that collect all of the Micronauts original Marvel comics from the 70s into the 80s based on the Mego toy line, loosely based, I mean, really embellished a lot by Bill Mantlo and others. Here are all the core characters. This is a wonderful cover. This is the dust jacket, so here's the spine. And here you have the back. I love when they have all the different covers here. So this collects Micronauts 55 to 59 and the Micronauts The New Voyages in 1984, 1 to 20, written by Bill Mantlo and Peter B. Gillis, and illustrated by Butch Goose and Kelly Jones. And you see, Hasbro has the rights to Micronauts and hasn't done much with it. So last year, this is 2024 now, in 2023, Marvel opened up their wallet, I guess, and acquired rights to republish Micronauts and ROM Space Knight, you know, and Godzilla, which was pretty cool. So here is the inside of the dust jacket. The final Micronauts, the original Marvel Years, begins with an ending, and then, of course, goes into the New Voyages. Let's take a look at. So this is the real cover, and all of the different omnibus covers were the same, like this. Here's the creators on the back: Bill Mantlo, Peter Gillis, Butch Goose, Kelly Jones. There you go. Let's take a look at the inside of this. And it's been a great journey. I didn't grow up with Micronauts. I knew of it, and I knew how influential it was to the Marvel Universe. And of course, the rights were taken away. You know, the rights ran out to publish these or even include some of the characters from it, etc. Captain Universe, I think, comes from this. The Microverse comes from this. There's Ralph Macchio talking about it. Here's a map of Homeworld. And Micronauts 55. Incredible art here. This Butch Goose. And here's Baron Karza. And all this stuff, like the artwork and also the designs were incredible. A lot of it, I mean, embellished what was going on with the toys. The toys were long gone by this time. I mean, I think really the comic launched toward the very end of the toy line, being in stores and everything. Caliclac, Bedlam in Bug's Backyard. Here's Battle of the Bugs. The different characters here. Pretty cool stuff. I see there's some re-releases from Super 7 now of, like, 5 POA characters, which is weird because that's not what the characters were. They were Japanese imports. The toys were very meticulous. 48-page special, 57. The male pages are represented here as well. There's Baron Karza. Yeah, the whole saga, I'm reading it right now, is pretty incredible. On par with Bill Mantlo. I mean, Bill Mantlo breathed life into this, and also ROM Space Knight. That whole toy line died the death of 1,000 dogs, but the comic went on and on and on. Pretty cool. Micronauts Triumphant, issue 58, The Long and Winding Road. So, they're rebels that are fighting against Baron Karza, this guy. And the toy looked like this. There's a centaur attachment to him as well. He looked pretty cool. I always wanted them to re-release just that toy, that mold. But anyways, Baron Karza gets stabbed in the heart here. There you go, and then so they're done. Their whole saga is complete here. And there you go. But to be continued in more Micronauts comics. And I mean the sort of tone and everything. See, this is the end, so it goes on into Micronauts and the New Voyages. The whole tone of the original Micronauts comics was inspired by Star Wars, with like plucky rebels fighting a big bad guy. Ben Karza was a toy conceived maybe a bit before Star Wars, or during, but not really having a lot to do with it, but looked very Darth Vader-y. But it was a bold space adventure. The whole thing about the Micronauts is that when they land on Earth, they're the size of the toys that the Micronauts were based on, and that was cool. They were integrated into the Marvel Universe. They were fighting guys like Man-Thing and all this stuff. And of course, as I said, like concepts like the Microverse and Captain Universe came from Micronauts. I knew of these things. And I knew of Micronauts, and I saw the legacy of concepts like Captain Universe in 80s comics when I was reading Marvel comics, and knew where it came from, but didn't really read the Micronauts comics because it's a little bit before my time. It was petering out. This series, The New Voyages, is 1984. It's about the time I was getting into comics. With the Secret Wars and later on Secret Wars 2 and all that stuff. But the art is that incredible, like bold 80s Marvel art that I'm used to. Great design work and everything of the characters, make them look very appealing, make them look like they're jumping off the page. Cool like saga inspired drama and epic action adventure going on. Good guys fighting bad guys and everything. Here's the Beyonder. This is the Beyonder I know, with the Jerry curl and everything, and the big disco shirt. This is a Secret Wars 2 crossover. Everything had this Secret Wars 2 triangle. Everything. And I remember years and years later, Deadpool made fun of it with one of these triangles, like Secret Wars 2 crossover, because everything had this. Here's the Beyonder conversing with the Micronauts, I guess. I don't know. I have the Secret Wars 2 Omnibus. Maybe I'll go through that one time. It's a convoluted mess, but I adore it because I was getting into comics at the time, and have some of those. I have fond memories of it, but it is a mess. And it's not what people are expecting out of Secret Wars 2. There's Baron Karza again, looking awesome. What a cool design. So once again, another wonderful omnibus. I'm glad that they've released all three of these. The whole thing for a new generation of fans to dig into and take a look at what the older folks have been talking about all these years. And here's the back stuff, where there's like different like original art, etc. There you have it. This is the Micronauts Volume 3 Original Marvel Years Omnibus. Great stuff. I'm so glad that all of this is now out there for fans to enjoy once again, and people like me to discover for the first time. I had a couple Micronauts comics, but I wasn't like deep into it. And now that I'm reading it, it's like I was more into ROM. Like I love ROM, Space Knight. A wonderful story by Bill Mantlo. But this is incredible too, so it's great to dig back into these. So if you like going through this this video, please give a like to this video, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Lots of cool comic book stuff on here. So until next time, take care.